Fellow friends, I need your advices. Presenter, please do not disclose my identity. I am a crash teacher based in Limpopo. I have been struggling to end this witchcraft demon puts into me unknowingly. We lock many people's lives, not because they wronged us, no. Only feeling wanna do it. I grew up at the hands of extended family members, my uncles, the young brothers of my father. They raised me. It is said dad and mom separated few days after I was born. They are the only people who knew the reason behind their separation. It is said mom sneaked whilst dad was at the tavern. The baby me was taken to my aunties, where they raised me by milk they brought. I grew up and auntie died when I was 6. My uncle took me, stayed with me and family happily. Uncle have 2 daughters. They were older than me. When they were teenagers, the cousins started doing weird behaviors. They did not listen to anyone. What they think to do at the time is what they do. The whole village knew them by prostitution and stealing. With time, the oldest became worst. She was like someone mentally ill. The illness was on and off. It came for a few hours, then it would disappear for some hours of the day. She would be like someone possessed and manifesting. Soon after manifesting, she was very tired and sometimes took more than 6 hours sleeping. If someone was to wake her, she did not hear or did any action. Soon as she woke up, she started calling dead people's names like our relatives, returning to her senses bit by bit. Another thing which shocked people about her mental illness was if she manifested without anyone closer, she went to the graveyard and started eating soil on the graves. After this happened for the first time, Uncle started going with her to traditional healers. It was confirmed there was a spirit of a woman killed by our grandfather, which was troubling her. It is said the lady was grandfather's girlfriend. He wanted to marry her and let her become the second wife after our grandmother. Grandfather did not know the lady was after benefits. She broke up with him few days after grandfather already invited many people, our relatives from far areas, for the second wife ceremony. Grandfather went at the lady's room at night and killed her. After committing the offense, grandfather went to Sangomas to silence the spirit of the woman and also to avoid being arrested. The spirit of the killed person wanted somewhere to stay, so grandfather and the Sangoma agreed to put the spirit in one of the family members, and the spirit was placed into that cousin of mine who was mentally ill for some hours. So Granny was the wickedest grandfather of all the grandfathers. After Ango noticed what had happened, the spirit was put to his daughter. Uncle decided to put the spirit into me. A ritual process was done. They lied to me. They want to clean the family. So we went there with all family members. But the time the Sangoma took with me was longer than it took with other family members. That's when I started feeling something heavy is inside my body. I have that feeling I want to kill. I have that feeling I want some people to suffer. I have that feeling I want to laugh at funerals. That was the new me. The spirit was put into me only to discover it when I grew up and I realized I should go to consult Sangomas who can help me. So the spirit, as I speak now, is with me. And it seems as if that girlfriend is that a witchcraft demon, because from then I am now a witch. I want to lock people's lives. I don't want people to be happy. I want people to struggle all the times of their lives. So I write their names on a page I have. That page, I took it from the grave of the person who was killed. I don't know how I managed to get there. The page is a guava-like and it's thick than all the pages we see on books. So I write the names of people I want to suffer. I write the names of people I want to don't have children. I write on the paper, then I lock in the edge of the paper. Nothing will happen. No one will progress. No one in the list will progress in life. That's how I bewitch people. So there are a lot of people I tried to bewitch, but I failed because they counter-attacked me. To counter-attack me, take sea salt and write your name on a small paper. Mix sea salt with water. Take the water into a bottle drink. Place that small piece of paper in that water. Nothing will happen to you. That's my confession. I want people to be aware of us witches. I don't like bewitching others, but it's a demon. As soon as it started working inside me, I feel I want to drink that blood. I feel I want to eat that human flesh. That's me, and I'm seeking for help. My family members rejected. My uncle rejected doing such to me. Now I don't have who can help me. My father just vanished. We don't know where he is as I speak. That's my confession. Can you please help me? I am in trouble. Yellow Solution uncle and followers of the channel, I will never forget the day I was troubled by a ghost at night. I am working for a non-governmental organization based in Sudan. I am from South Africa, but currently I am at work here in Sudan. So our organization will deal with people living with disabilities. So we have to move to rural areas as we mainly support those who are staying at rural areas who don't have someone to look after them. I can't mention the village, but it's almost 200 kilometers away from the capital city. For 50 kilometers, you will be in tar. The remaining is dust road. And the dust road goes bad as you went. So I traveled without the full knowledge. I only have a letter with the directions. I tried all my best, and it came to a point where I was tired of driving and sleep. I woke up at the midnight and started moving my car. I wanted to be in the village as soon as 6 a.m. So along the way, I came to a crossroads where there was a road going straight, the other was going right, the other one was going left, but there was a person standing beside the road. I boarded off my car and went to approach the person. I asked him, where is this village? So the person said, I can accompany you to the village. I entered into the car with the person. Yes, she was directing me, but it was almost 3 hours without arriving. We were moving the car. The person was directing. I don't know what was happening. I don't understand what was happening. I don't have that feeling to even call someone. I trusted the person very much. But I was surprised to see myself at a graveyard in a tree. How did I go to that graveyard? I started moving till I find a man who was herding sheep and cattle. I asked him, what was the place I was? And he said, where are you coming from? Are you not the one with the car I saw on top of that rock? I went and see my car packed nicely. So the man started narrating me the history of the land, saying it's one of the evilest and weirdest lands in the country. So I was supposed to consult a traditional leader before traveling. I will never forget the experience. That's my story solution, uncle. And that I will never forget it. That was my first year outside my home country. I miss you, Mzansi. I have an issue and I don't know what to do. I am dying slowly and I need the help of your listeners. I am a Christian, but I dated a Muslim when I was in high school. We did a blood covenant when I completed secondary school, and the love was still there, not knowing he already got a girl pregnant before we did the blood covenant, but asked me to abort mine, which I did. He later told me he was having a child some months after the blood covenant, and what even made him to open up to me was because the lady was insisting on staying with him and threatening to create more problems if he doesn't agree. I was heartbroken and felt like he used me because he was able to take care of the other lady and their child, but he made to abort, which almost cost me my life. Because of this, I went out with some friends and got drunk. In the process, I had sex with a guy who had been showing interest in me. Since then, I have been sleeping with guys, even though I tried to stop all to no avail. My issue is now I am afraid something will happen to me because of what is going, and I don't want to lose my life. In case someone knows what I can do to break the bond created by the blood covenant that we did, I will be very grateful. I will be reading the comments, even long comments. Please keep me anonymous. I got my job by sleeping with my boss. It was through national service, and he promised me he will retain me, which he has done for the past 5 years, although he sleeps with me anytime he likes as payment. I have been promoted and I did a master's degree so that my qualification will match the new position. For the past 5 years, I have worked really hard and saved a lot of money. I have also applied to another company. I went to the interview and everything without telling anyone, and I have been called that I have been accepted. I gave my boss my resignation letter and the man forwarded it and threw it into the bin, saying that I have nowhere to go and in case I should leave, it will mark the end of my life. I got angry and threatened. I informed his wife. Later he accepted the letter but said that he still wants me. I have told him I am done, but he keeps persisting me, even telling me you come to where I work and look for me. I have enjoyed him for the past 5 years. I can't type the things he did to me in bed, and many times I cried because I didn't want to be living this life, sleeping with a married man who is older than my father. I really feel trapped. Please, is there any legal clause that can shield me from him? Yellow, I decided also to post my story here since it's kind of similar to the lady who has been in a relationship with a guy for 9 years. I've been in a relationship with a guy for 8 years. We got to a point in the relationship when I noticed he wasn't giving me attention anytime I confront him. He says he's busy. He was in tertiary by then. He completed and started his national service. It became worse. I couldn't take it anymore, so I had to break up. We stayed apart for a year and come back the following year, which I have clocked 9 years if not for the break. We came back but this time it was worse. I complained again and he told me he would change, so it's because of work. I enjoyed a little bit and stopped complaining until one day I met another guy who gave me attention. So I started developing feelings for him and we started dating whilst my 8 years guy was still in picture. Until one day he noticed I cheated on him and told me to end the relationship with the other guy. It became drama, so we had to break up with the other guy. I cheated on my 8 years guy, yet he took me back. Now he talks about marriage. I'm still seeing another guy because he still doesn't give me attention. Honestly, I don't have feelings for my 8 years guy, but he's a good guy. But he doesn't know what's going on with me since he hasn't gotten time for me. When I call him, he's busy, and you say you call back, then that ends like that. I'm fed. I told him several times, but he still insists on marrying me, but I don't love him. And B, during these 8 years, we have not had sex a single day. I love the other guy and not my 8 years guy. Sometimes I'm confused. Please help me. Yes, if you are still getting in touch with us, this is African Confessions HD on Extraordinary Africa with your host, Solution Uncle. Thank you so much for the support you are showing. Thank you so much, everyone who confessed. Sometimes in this life, we learn from other people's mistakes. Sometimes we learn from our own mistakes. Thank you so much for sharing your stories with us. We are learning. We are learning. Guys, hope you enjoyed your Christmas. How was your Christmas? How was your Christmas? Where were you? Please don't forget to comment. Also, tell us, where were you during Christmas? And let's share. Also, to the people who confess, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Prayer is the only thing which will set us free. Whenever we are in trouble, we need to pray. We need to find God. Yes. Thank you so much. Until we meet in the afternoon, I will be coming back with a second video. This time I'm coming back. This time I'm coming back. Yes, this time I'm coming back. It's a story of a lady who is saying she ate an egg of a snake during Christmas party, and she don't know the long-term effect. She don't know the long-term effect. I don't know how it's unbelievable. Stay around. Don't miss out. Thank you so much. Until we meet again. Bye.